17 Ways Meghan Markle is Changing the Monarchy for the Worse. Since joining the British royal family, the Duchess of Sussex has undeniably made an impact. As Prince Harry's American wife, her very presence shakes up traditions in the historically rigid institution of the monarchy. Every aspect of Meghan's transition into royal life has faced intense public scrutiny. Her fashion, her behavior at events, her relationship dynamics with family members, and every perceived breach of protocol has sparked heated debate. These wildly divergent views seem impossible to reconcile. The question remains, is Meghan single-handedly modernizing and saving a dangerously obsolete monarchy from collapse, or selfishly sowing the seeds of its destruction? In today's video, we'll uncover 17 ways Meghan Markle is changing the monarchy for the worse. Number 1. Highlighting issues of race. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has brought issues of race and diversity to the forefront of discussions surrounding the British monarchy. As a biracial woman, her entry into the royal family has shed light on the potential for racial bias and discrimination within the institution. Her experiences, as shared in the infamous Oprah interview, have sparked conversations about the need for greater sensitivity and awareness regarding race, not just within the royal family, but in British society as a whole. This is not the first time race has been a topic of discussion about the monarchy. The late Princess Diana was known for her work with marginalized communities and her willingness to break down barriers. However, the Duchess of Sussex's presence has brought a new level of urgency to these conversations, as she has personally faced the challenges of navigating a predominantly white institution as a woman of color. Number 2. Public family disputes. The departure of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex from their roles as senior members of the royal family, known as Megxit, has exposed deep tensions and conflicts within the institution. The couple's decision to step back from their duties and move to North America was met with a mix of surprise, disappointment, and anger from both the public and members of the royal family. The subsequent interviews given by the Sussexes, including the bombshell Oprah interview, have further aired the royal family's dirty laundry in public. The couple's revelations about the lack of support they received, the racist comments made about their son Archie, and the toll that royal life took on their mental health have painted a picture of a family in crisis. These public disputes have challenged the carefully crafted image of the monarchy as a unified and harmonious institution. Number 3. Increased media scrutiny. The Duchess of Sussex has faced an unprecedented level of media scrutiny since joining the royal family. From the moment her relationship with Prince Harry was made public, she's been the subject of intense tabloid coverage, with every aspect of her life and appearance dissected and criticized. This scrutiny has only intensified in the wake of Megxit and the Sussexes' move to North America. The couple's decision to step back from their royal duties was in part motivated by their desire to escape the constant media attention and invasion of privacy. However, their move has only served to fuel further speculation and controversy. The media's treatment of the Duchess has been particularly harsh, with many commentators and tabloids subjecting her to racist and sexist attacks. The Duchess has been criticized for everything from her fashion choices to her relationships with her family members, with little regard for her privacy or well-being. Number 4. Challenges to protocol. From her modern fashion choices to her willingness to speak out on social and political issues, the Duchess has brought a fresh perspective to the monarchy that's not always been welcomed by traditionalists. One of the most visible ways in which the Duchess has challenged royal protocol is through her fashion choices. While the royal family has long been known for their conservative and traditional dress, the Duchess has often opted for more modern and daring looks. Her preference for trousers over skirts and dresses, her use of bold colors and prints, and her support for sustainable and ethical fashion brands have all been seen as departures from the norm. The Duchess has also been vocal about her support for various social and political causes, including women's rights, mental health awareness, and racial justice. While members of the royal family are traditionally expected to remain neutral on political issues, these challenges to the protocol haven't always been well received by members of the royal family or the public. Some have criticized the Duchess for breaking with tradition and overstepping her role. Number 5. Diminished privacy. Since leaving the UK, the Sussexes have sought to establish themselves as independent public figures, free from the constraints and expectations of the royal family. They've signed lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify, launched their charitable foundation, and given a series of high-profile interviews and speeches. While these moves have allowed the Sussexes to shape their narrative and pursue their interests, they've also opened them up to new levels of public scrutiny. Every aspect of their lives, from their business dealings to their parenting choices, has been subject to intense media coverage and commentary. The Sussexes' decision to be more open and transparent about their experiences and struggles has also had the unintended effect of diminishing their privacy. Number 6. Choice versus duty. The Duchess of Sussex's approach to royal life has sparked a debate about the balance between personal choice and institutional duty. By prioritizing her own well-being and that of her family, the Duchess has challenged the traditional notion that members of the royal family must always put their duties to the crown above their own needs and desires. This is a departure from the approach taken by other members of the royal family, such as the late Queen Elizabeth, who was known for her unwavering devotion to duty throughout her 70-year reign. The Queen's life was entirely shaped by her role as monarch, and she rarely spoke publicly about her struggles or opinions. However, the Duchess's approach has also been criticized by some who argue that members of the royal family must put the needs of the institution above their own. These critics argue that by stepping back from their royal roles and pursuing their interests, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have shirked their responsibilities and let down the British people. Number 7. Activism versus neutrality. The Duchess of Sussex's advocacy work has challenged the traditional notion that members of the royal family should remain politically neutral. By speaking out on issues such as gender equality, racial justice, and environmental sustainability, the Duchess has used her platform to promote important causes and inspire change. However, the Duchess of Sussex has argued that remaining neutral in the face of injustice is not an option. In a speech at the UN Women's Conference in 2015, she declared that women need a seat at the table. They need an invitation to be seated there, and in some cases, where this is not available, they need to create their own table. The Duchess's activism's been praised by many who see her as a role model and a champion for important causes. However, it has also been criticized by those who argue that members of the royal family should remain apolitical and avoid taking sides on controversial issues. Number 8. The celebrity factor. The Duchess of Sussex's background as an actress and her previous experience in the entertainment industry have brought a new level of celebrity to the royal family. Before her marriage to Prince Harry, Meghan Markle was best known for her role on the television series Suits and her lifestyle blog, The Tig. While the royal family has always been a source of public fascination and media attention, the Duchess's celebrity status has brought a new level of scrutiny and interest to the monarchy. Her every move, from her fashion choices to her public appearances, has been closely followed and analyzed by the media and the public. This celebrity factor has been both a blessing and a curse for the royal family. Her previous career in the entertainment industry has led some to question her suitability for royal life, while others have criticized her for being too Hollywood and not fitting in with the traditional image of the monarchy. Number 9. Potential financial conflicts. Since leaving the UK and settling in North America, the Sussexes have signed lucrative deals with companies such as Netflix and Spotify, reportedly worth millions of dollars. While these deals have allowed the couple to achieve their goal of financial independence, they've also raised concerns about the potential for conflicts of interest and the commercialization of the royal brand. Critics have argued that the Sussexes' business ventures risk undermining the integrity and impartiality of the monarchy, which has traditionally been seen as a symbol of public service and duty. There are concerns that the couple's commercial interests could influence their public statements and actions, or that they could be seen as using their royal status for personal gain. Number 10. Sympathy versus entitlement. The couple's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family and seek a more independent life has also been seen by some as a relatable and understandable choice. Many people have expressed sympathy for the Sussexes' desire to prioritize their well-being and that of their family, and have praised them for their courage in speaking out about their struggles. Critics have also accused the Sussexes of being hypocritical in their calls for privacy and their use of public platforms to share their experiences. Some have argued that the couple's willingness to speak openly about their struggles while also seeking to control their public image and pursue commercial ventures is a contradiction. Number 11. American influence. The Duchess of Sussex's American background and upbringing have brought a new cultural perspective to the British royal family. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Meghan Markle's American roots have influenced her values, communication style, and approach to public life. The Duchess's American identity's been both celebrated and criticized by the British public and media. Some have praised her for bringing a fresh and modern perspective to the monarchy and for helping to bridge the cultural gap between the US and the UK. Her marriage to Prince Harry was seen by many as a symbol of the growing ties and shared values between the two countries. However, others have argued that the Duchess's American background has at times clashed with the traditional values and norms of the British monarchy. Her more direct and expressive communication style, for example, has been contrasted with the more reserved and formal approach typically associated with the royal family. Number 12. Modern parenting. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's approach to parenting has been a topic of public interest and discussion since the birth of their son Archie in 2019. The couple's decision to keep their son's birth and christening private and to limit his exposure to the media was seen by some as a break with royal tradition. In contrast, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Prince William and Princess Catherine, have taken a more traditional approach to presenting their children to the public. Their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, have been regularly photographed and featured in official royal engagements and events. The Sussex's approach to parenting has been influenced by their desire for privacy and their concerns about the impact of media scrutiny on their family's well-being. Number 13. Challenging gender roles. The Duchess of Sussex's entry into the royal families challenged traditional gender roles and expectations within the monarchy. As a self-described feminist and advocate for women's rights, the Duchess has brought a new perspective to the role of women in the royal family. The Duchess of Sussex, in contrast, has been a vocal advocate for gender equality and has used her platform to promote women's empowerment and leadership. The Duchess's approach has not been without controversy, however. Some have criticized her for being too outspoken and political in her advocacy work, arguing that it's not appropriate for a member of the royal family to take public stances on controversial issues. Number 14. Global attention shift. The intense media and public focus on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has at times overshadowed the work and contributions of other members of the royal family. Since their marriage in 2018, the Sussexes have been the subject of constant media scrutiny and attention, both positive and negative. This global attention shift has also raised questions about the long-term sustainability and relevance of the monarchy in a changing world. As public attitudes towards celebrity culture, social media, and the role of monarchy continue to evolve, the royal family may need to find new ways to engage with and represent the diverse communities it serves. Number 15. Questions of security funding. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family has raised questions about their ongoing security arrangements and the associated cost to the British taxpayer. As members of the royal family, the Sussexes are entitled to round-the-clock security protection, which is provided by the Metropolitan Police and funded by the British government. However, their decision to relocate to North America and to pursue financial independence has complicated this arrangement. In the wake of their departure, there have been ongoing discussions and negotiations between the Sussexes and the royal family about who should bear the cost of their security protection. Some have argued that the couple should be responsible for funding their security, given their decision to step back from their royal duties and to pursue commercial ventures. Number 16. Strained Commonwealth relations. The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of 54 countries, most formally part of the British Empire. The organization's stated aims include the promotion of democracy, human rights, and sustainable development, but its history is deeply intertwined with the legacy of British colonialism and racism. The Duchess of Sussex's entry into the royal families brought new focus to this history and has highlighted the ongoing challenges and tensions within the Commonwealth. Her experiences as a biracial woman and her advocacy for racial justice have resonated with many people of color within the Commonwealth, who have long felt marginalized and excluded by the British monarchy and its associated institutions. Number 17. Polarization. The Duchess of Sussex has been a polarizing figure since she entered into the royal family, with public opinion sharply divided between those who see her as a positive force for change and those who view her as a disruptive influence on the monarchy. The Duchess's critics have accused her of being a divisive and disruptive influence on the monarchy and of undermining the institution's traditional role as a symbol of national unity and stability. Some have argued that her advocacy for social and political causes is inappropriate for a member of the royal family and that it risks politicizing the monarchy and eroding public trust in the institution. The polarization surrounding the Duchess of Sussex has been further exacerbated by the intense media scrutiny and public attention she's received since her marriage to Prince Harry. The couple's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family has only intensified this polarization, with public opinion sharply divided over the merits and implications of their decision. From her advocacy for social and racial justice to her challenge of traditional gender roles and expectations, the Duchess has brought a fresh and modern perspective to the royal family. At the same time, her influence has not been without controversy and polarization. The intense media scrutiny and public attention she's received has sparked intense debate and division within British society and has raised important questions about the role and relevance of the monarchy in the 21st century. So what do you think? How has the Duchess of Sussex changed the monarchy? And what do you think the future holds for the royal family? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.